And yeah, probably that's it.
Okay, thank you. So guys, here you will share about storytelling. Okay, Joe, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Nia.
Yep.
Uh, by the way, guys, this is a very casual session. If you wanna ask me anytime, just unmute and then ask me anytime. Okay. And if you think
Okay.
that if you think that I speak too fast, whatsoever, because I tend to speak fast. Nia knows that, I know. So please just let me know if I speak too fast. And yeah, by the way, basically this is a sharing session. I don't know much more than you guys, so just share. I'm here to share, and I'm here to listen as well. I have a presentation that I want to share with you guys. I'm not sure if it's technically possible. Let me try. Um, Present now. My entire screen. Share. Do you guys see my screen?
Not yet, Joe.
Not yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. A window. I don't know if I'm able to share because the share button here is not available. There's a share and cancel button, but the share button is not available. So how are we gonna do this there?
Maybe you can click the button present now. Can
Yeah,
you
yeah.
press?
I,
Huh?
I, I clicked it
Already.
already, and there's a dialog box saying that there are two options: cancel or share. The cancel option is on, but the
Uh-huh,
share
uh-huh.
option is not on. Gitu. Jadi I'm not sure how to share this with you guys. Uh,
Oh, wait.
or can can I just send it to Nia very quickly
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
can. You can send by WhatsApp. I will present here. Okay.
okay, cool. Sorry for the technicality issue, guys.
Okay, chill, Joe. Your face, don't be serious. It's fine. Have you sent it to me?
Wait a second.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't got it yet.
Well, let me try to. Oh, I think now I can share it.
Okay. Okay.
Can you guys see my screen already?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you guys can see the screen, yeah? Hello?
Yes. Can hear you. Okay. Go
Yes,
on.
I can see it very clear.
Okay, cool. Now that I can share the screen, there is an issue with the PowerPoint. But anyway, today's theme is actually about achieving your goals with storytelling. This is what Nia suggested me to actually share tonight. Okay, I'll start with this. We all are reminded that when we were born, we start as a blank sheet of paper. There was no attribute or whatsoever embedded with us. There's only one attribute that was embedded, which is the gender. I mean, we physically can be seen as a male or female. That's it. There is no like. So this is a director boy. This is a script writer boy. This is a graduate boy, a master girl whatsoever. So basically, God gives us equal opportunity to actually fill the empty paper that we have when we were born as a kid, as a child, back in the day one. And then so there's a lot of ini ya theories about human stages gitu. There's a lot of, like, the Darwin theory and then a lot of other theories. But now let's talk about this gitu. Stages of human life cycle based on the ability to take control gitu. Um, there are three stages that I have concluded here. The first one is that the stage when from the day one until probably between elementary to junior high school, it's the stage when we were filled and influenced by social groups. We had no control to our life in a way that we also had no resources. So we were just following what our parents say. We were just following what our families say, and then we were influenced a lot by the society, the teachers, the friends at school, and stuff. In terms of storytelling, at this moment, we only absorbing we only absorb what the society gave to us. And then moving into the second stage. The second stage is the stage where when we actually we actually had half control, but only half of the total control gitu ya. Because we started to actually wanting things. We started to want, okay, I wanted to be a basketball player. I want to be a football player, and that's it. But we did not have the resource yet to actually become a football player because we did not have the money. We did not have the confidence to actually decide what to be at that time. So if I can say, this period was during junior high school to senior high school or even college time. Okay, and then the third phase, or the third stage here, is that the stage when we actually had full control to our life. I mean, we have the resources because we work already, we have the money, so we can actually decide what do we want to be, what do we want to be, and what do we want to do in life. So basically, this slide is the only thing that I would like to talk to you guys um, uh, this evening using this platform. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna start with a little story about myself. Yeah. So we're gonna start about the first stage here, the stage when I did not have any control. So I was born in a very small town in North Sumatra. I was born in a town called Baligi. I'm not sure if you guys have heard that or not. It's a town very near to Lake Toba. Um, I was born then, and then there's a lot of things that I could actually remember till now. So that's, for me, are the things that I took for granted at that time, but actually now, or even the later phase of my life, I actually use that a lot in my life. For example, I learned a lot about simplicity in life. I learned a lot about emotions, um, truthfulness, gratefulness, and a lot of other things, because it was a very small town. Everyone knows each other, and yeah, I mean, there's not you know we had not faced a lot of issues like what people in Jakarta, for example, face at that time. But then I got some challenge gitu. It wasn't all of the benefits. The challenge um the challenge lie around the fact that as a kid from the small town, I did not really have the equal opportunity with people in Medan, for example, in the capital city, to actually grow. I did not have the opportunity to join any competitions gitu ya, province competitions whatsoever, or like representing the province in the national wide competition to compete with other people from other provinces. I did not really have that opportunities gitu. And then um, the stories that I had when I was in this first stage was a lot. Gitu. There's a lot of happiness, failures because I couldn't really join a lot of higher ends competitions, and then small wins. I call it small wins because the scopes were small, and then there's progress as well. There's growth and eventually victories. So this is the first stage of my life. And then moving forward to the second and the third phase. Um, okay, so here's the okay. So I decided to actually move to Medan because my sisters and my brothers are actually there. My relatives are there as well. So I decided to move there for my senior high school. So I told my dad, like, Dad, I know that I feel comfortable being here and whatsoever with you guys. I mean, my parents. But then I need something bigger. I need something more than just what I have had at the moment. And then I say, so I need to move to the capital. And then I moved to the capital. And then I had the opportunity to actually, um, um, I had the opportunity to, I was not really competing, but I had the opportunity to go into the university that I actually dreamt of, which is University of Indonesia. So I started my story with University of Indonesia. I studied communication in social and politics faculty, and then um, after graduating in 3.5 years, I joined a multinational PR company called Bersama Stellar as a consultant, and then I thought, okay, there's something lacking from my life. I mean, I've learned about communication, I've practiced it in Burst of Marceller, but then I need something more. So here's where the stories play part. Yeah, the storytelling play part. So I entered University of Leeds. Maybe a lot. I don't know, but I heard from Nia that some of you guys are actually trying to proceed your study, your master study, ya, gitu. Um, in University of Leeds, I took marketing, which is very different with not very different, but which is relatively different with communication because people from my major usually took journalism, um, CSR, corporate social responsibilities, and stuff like that, which is very related to communication. But I decided to take something that is quite different because I want to actually learn something that I haven't learned before. So I went to University of Leeds and then studied marketing back then. Um, Sorry if it's a bit cluttered, yeah, my presentation, but this is the stories that I've told you before, guys. So I went to University of Leeds with the scholarship called LPDP. I bet you guys know about it. And then during the interview, people say to me that, Joe, you should be very concerned. And then why? Because the interview is like it's like the most the most difficult part of it, right? Because the professors, there are four professors want to know, like, why do you want to proceed your study? That is very important. And then back then there were three professors from like the I forgot. I think they are from ITB, and then one professor in psychology. So he actually wanted to know what kind of person I am and what kind of contribution that I can actually give to Indonesia back when I'm back here in our country. And then remember the story I told you about the first stage of my life, gitu. I thought it wasn't useful at all, right? Because I was only telling stories about like my childhood, uh, the peace that I got when I was in that small town, and everything. But finally, after the three professors from the, I'd say the knowledge sides, yeah, they asked me a lot of about the knowledge, like what do you want to do, what do you want to study, and whatsoever. But then the fourth professor, which is the professor professor in psychology, he actually asked me one question that I was like, really, you asked me that question? He asked me a question like this: um, Have you ever failed in your life? So that's the question that he asked first to me, and I was like, wow, out of all the questions that I actually prepared to answer, this one was not the question I actually expected. And then I was like, yes, I said. And then I told him the story about my life when I was little guy until I was in junior high school when I was in that small town. I said everything was actually provided by my parents. I was living a quite well life and whatsoever. And then I moved to the capital city with my sisters and my brother, and then there where I started to experience a lot of like failures. I mean, I stand by my own. I could not really have the influence that my parents back then had in that small town because they were also in the government and whatsoever. So I was only standing by my own. So if I want to win something, if I want to join a competition or win something whatsoever, I need to actually make the best effort of myself. So that's what I said to the professor. I said like, starting from that moment, I understand that um, I need to work really hard in order to avoid failures. However, no matter how hard you try, sometimes you just you just experience failures, and that is for something. So um, that's where the story from the first stage of your life play part in important stages, in the later important stages of your life. So for me, that interview was really important. And then the first stage of my life, which I never thought that was going to be important, is very important, right? So that he knows that actually I'm kind of like an optimistic kind of um, individual, but I had the amenity, I have the the heart, I have the all the other emotions that all the human has gitu. So um, I had a friend from ini, this is only like another story. I have a friend from UI. He was in international relations. He has everything. I believe you guys know this, know him because he is the founder of one of the biggest startup in Indonesia right now, education startup. So you might know him. Um, he was admitted to Harvard, and then he applied for LPDP, but he did not get the chance to actually be accepted in LPDP. Why? Because from what I heard is that he only told the story. He only told the story that that indicate or showcase his successes, but not the failures. Gitu. So that's the reason why I said it is very important for us to understand and know the three stages of our life. The first one is that the yeah okay yeah whatsoever kayak people think it's not important, but actually it is important for some people, especially for the assessors when you are about to apply scholarship, because it it actually it actually builds who you are gitu loh initially. And then the second one is yeah kayak your decision to go to university, which major that you actually fond of and everything. That's the second phase that is very important as well, but that's more of like okay, the thing that builds your credibility as an individual gitu, as an adult gitu. And then the third one, it's when you're working gitu. When you're working, it's more about the career and everything. It's no longer about education and everything. So I continue. So from University of Leeds, I came back to Indonesia, and then I joined a PR consultant called Edelman. And then I continue. I joined a startup which where Nia is working right now, Stickern. Just checking. Am I still in line with you guys? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, okay, cool. Thanks.
Yes, continue. We are still listening to your country.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so and then I moved to Aleph. Aleph is a digital marketing consultancy, and now I'm in CD Bank Indonesia, working as a customer experience. So basically, I have a lot of to tell guys about how storytelling can actually play part in your life. But basically, that's one of the examples that I told you when I was interviewed to get into LPDP scholarship. And then when the professor in psychology asked me about all those questions, I actually can tell you guys that storytelling is very important. Oh, one more thing. Um, so that's the professor in psychology, but the other professors actually asked me, you were in so at that time I was applying for MA in MA in journalism, not in marketing, because um, I was involved in a lot of journalistic activities when I was in UE. So I was the first reporter of VC Pairs, is a local local faculty pairs in my press in my faculty, of course. And then I grew there for 3 years until I became the president of that organization. And then I did a lot of like, you know, we did a lot of cases back then, reporting all the corruptions and everything. It was really seru. But then uh, I also joined a lot of journalism competition and whatsoever. Although I know for my life, I mean, journalism. I mean, I'm not going to be a journalist in my life. There's a lot of reasons lah, because that I cannot really tell you guys. But yeah, I cannot be a journalist. So I think I'm gonna go for marketing later on. But why did I choose journalism when I was applying for LPDP? Just because that storytelling part gitu. Um, um, I could actually tell the professors that I had the background in journalism. I did a lot of that during my study in UE, but I also want to do something about it later in the future. So I told them that I want to create a journalism hub gitu. Karena back then there's a lot of hoax kan, you know, in our society, and a lot of people share a lot of things without actually checking it if it's true or not, if it's you know, validated or not, stuff like that. So my dream was actually to create a hub for youngsters where they can actually recheck and validate everything before, you know, proliferate it to the society, before giving it out to the society. So that's my, you know, contribution and ambition that I shared with the professors back then. um, I still have that ambition, I still have that hope that there is this hub for the youngster whatsoever, but at the moment I'm not in that position. How do you storytell yourself gitu to be successful in life? I mean, I'm not successful either. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what should I do in the rest of my life and whatsoever. But then for me, there are moments where I actually experience that storytelling is super important to actually achieve step by step gitu. So in life kan we have like full-time goal gitu. Full-time goal, I want to be a dad with 2 kids, having a house, being independent, and having like a regular job. That's it gitu. That's like full-time job, full-time goal. But then kayak tadi we have small goals in life, right? For example, I want to proceed my masters. That are small goals gitu in life. I wanna I want to join McKinsey, BCG, whatsoever gitu. That's small goals that require different storytelling gitu. So the first thing for me, there are only two things, two important things how we can actually use storytelling to be successful in our lives. The first one is that live the life to the fullest, gitu, making the most of your life. First, like I said before, I was from the small town, gitu. Back then, I never knew that I would, um, I never knew that there would be a lot of opportunities outside of that small town that I raised, that I was born and raised in. So for me, what's important the most is that just live your life to the fullest. You never know. Just absorb things and then create the outline. So this is where you create the outline gitu. Probably you haven't decided what to become and whatsoever, but then during this time, you can actually have all the materials to build up your story later. And then the second one is that make the use of relevant and significant ones to achieve your goals. Like I said before, um, each and every one of us has different goal. But then even for me, I have a series of goals gitu. For example, Tomorrow, if I'm going to present something to the board of management of my organization where I work at, for me, I need to prepare a story that is relevant gitu. Only the relevant ones that could actually make me pass the presentation well. If not, I'm just gonna be is either over or lacking of materials that I need to present. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. But anyway, um, so that's that because I cannot see you, so I cannot see whether or not you guys understand or not. So basically, these are the two things that I think if we understand that one, we have to enjoy life and then absorb things, and then second, we have to create something that is relevant to whatsoever goals that we have. Gitu. So it's up to you. No matter how many goals that you have in life, you just put it into the list one, two, three, one, two, three, and then after this, elaborate what kind of stories that you can actually create to actually achieve your goals. Just a disclaimer: when I say create, it's not only about telling, yeah, it's not only about like sitting down and then telling the stories that you have in life. No, a big no. When I say create, it means that you actually have the responsibility to actually make like that steps gitu. For example, when I said I applied LPDP for journalism, I actually had the responsibility to stay in that um, press organization for 3 years. 3 years is a long time, you know. Like being in organization, biasanya kan orang lompat-lompat. Okay, sorry. People are actually jumping from one to another organization for like having different networks and everything gitu. But then I decided to stay. Why? Because one, I love writing, but then the second one is that I knew that something will lead me from there gitu. So you have the responsibility to actually decide which way you have to go in order to have better story later gitu. So that's what I mean for the second step. And the last one, perhaps you don't know where and what exactly your next stop. It could be S2, it could be menikah, banyak kayak orang sekarang. It's a trend, marriage. It could be working in another company, whatsoever. But one thing for sure, you could always reach your goals hassle-free when you understand which stories you have to use and present during all the steps of your life gitu. So that's how powerful and important storytelling is. And once again, by saying storytelling, I mean not only crafting the story that is available, but also making it available to yourself. Gitu. You know your goals, you know your stories. It's really up to you how you can actually use it and present it gitu, in order to achieve your goal. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to share this evening. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you have any like questions or points of discussion. Hello.
Yeah. Hi. Thank you, Yo. That's so inspiring. Wow. I never imagined that how storytelling can change your life. And then you said that, which one? uh, live the life to the fullest. That's so that's so unique, I think. And then you said it's fine to be absorbed, and yeah, I think in this era, too much people not enjoy what they have. So, so guys, I hope that all of you understand what Jojo said. So now we can go to Q&A. So here I will read some question, Joe.
Okay.
Hello, Kak Jonathan. I'm Kim. What's the difference between always wanna doing something for more and unsatisfied? Maybe you can answer first, Joe.
Oh, that's a very good question. What is the difference between always wanting to do something or wanting to do more uh, and unsatisfied?
Unsatisfied. Yep.
Okay. For me, the difference lies on the attitude. Basically, the two things are the same gitu. Kayak unsatisfied and always want to do more lead you um to always willing to have something more, right? But then what the difference is that when you're unsatisfied, probably the attitude that you show um, is pretty much uh, negative in a way that okay, I'm not satisfied with what I have right now, so there is no gratefulness in it, right? As I told before, as I mentioned before during my time when I spoke to you guys, gratefulness is really important. No matter how bad or how good the result of something that you have done is, you remember that if it's good, then it's something to be grateful of. If it's bad, then it's something to be grateful of. Why we should grateful of something that is bad or failures? Because we have something to learn from, right? Because we have the experience to actually learn and to actually expand a lot of things inside us to actually be better. And yeah, I think it lies on the attitude, and there is nothing wrong with willing or wanting to do more. So I actually encourage you guys to do more and more and more. Gitu. Never settle. Is it okay to ask in Indonesian? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
So guys, okay, Joe, thank you for answering the question. How Kim, do you have any feedback, maybe any comment? It's okay if you want to ask in bahasa, guys. It's okay. Jojo can answer in English or in bahasa.
Yeah,
So Kim, do you have any feedback? Okay, nothing. Okay, next question. Oh, oh, sorry, not Kim. That's Jack. Okay, sorry, Jack. Next.
yeah. Thanks for the question, Jack Harold. It's a very nice question. Yeah, I mean, sorry, nih, before we continue, I mean, oh, Jack is Kim. Okay, this is confusing, but hi, Jack and Kim. um, yeah, it's very important question. I mean, gini guys, banyak sekali. There's a lot of great people I know yang kayak tadi aku bilang, kayak pendiri startup yang hebat itu, um, dan banyak banget orang lain yang hebat-hebat, who kayak yang membedakan mereka menjadi seseorang sosok, a figure or not a figure, is just their attitude towards their achievements gitu. Kayak a lot of people can achieve a lot of achievements, tapi whether or not it's gonna last long or not gitu, it's just really depending on their attitude. When they have their attitude and character right, then we can see that okay, they are people I'm going to look up gitu. Ada juga orang yang very very popular when he was in politically involved, when he was in university from my university, tapi tiba-tiba during that election, the previous election, he was in a very strange kind of view in terms of in terms of politics. Dia juga akhirnya perception towards him juga akhirnya shifting from good figure or good personality to yeah, not bad tapi not respectable. So basically we wanting to do or to have more and unsatisfied leads you to that juga, whether or not you are going to be perceived as a positive influence or a negative influence kayak gitu. Over to you, Nia.
Okay. So, Joe, is it okay if I present Q&A from our friends here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
By the way, guys, my name is not Jonathan. It's Johannes. But anyway.
So, Joe, here some questions from our friends. You can choose, or I will read it for you. Which one do you want?
um, you can read it, Nia.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello, Nia.
How?
Yeah. You can read it. Yeah.
Okay. So, I think this is from Denny Cahewati. Hi Jojo, speechless, haha. Your presentation was very good. How do you maintain your spirit when you get failure? Okay, you can answer please.
Okay. Hi, Danny. Uh, um, okay. How do I maintain my spirit when I failed? Um, I don't know. Yeah, believe it or not, I failed a lot, or a lot, like a lot. Probably when you ask me, uh, if this question came when I was in college. So back then, I was about to apply for student exchange in Thailand, and then I failed. I was really, really disappointed. Probably I could actually answer a question, but now having a lot of failures in my hand, I don't know how to answer the question. But um, for me, it's as simple as seeing as a failure as part of a journey. I mean, I used to plan a lot in my life. I plan to do this and that today because I want to achieve this and that tomorrow. And all of this for me are very coherent, from my plan A to my goal A, from my plan B to my goal B. uh, and a lot of time I proved that okay, they work, until one day I felt sick. This is when I was in my first professional position back in Bursa Masteller. So um, I felt sick, and then I got up again, and then I felt sick again, and then I got up again, and then I was like, okay, it's quite spiritual. But then I was like, okay, I talked to God, and then I say, God, why, why did I get sick when I was really motivated? When I was really motivated, I think I do everything right. Why? But there is no answer, because on top of the story that we make, there is like a greater script writer, director of our life up there, that knows everything, that wants us to do everything right. So for me, how do I get my spirit back when I got failure is that knowing that when I wanted to do something, for example, I have plan C to get a goal C, and something between the plan and the goal did not work, and I failed to get any of this. I just remember one thing: there is something better that God has for me in store. Probably this is not the right way. No, probably this is not the right path for me to go. Karena bisa aja when I go through this path, at the end of the day is an edging cliff. Itu adalah jurang yang curam gitu. And then I will fall even further gitu, further down. So for me, how to get back um, after having failure is that just believe that there is a better day, that there is a better goal gitu. So that's that. Hope I answer your question, Denny Cahayawati.
Thank you. Thank you for your answer. That's so inspiring. And then actually there is some same question from Ings. And then so what you do if you feel down in life? This is from I think this is from Chan. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. So the question is, what do you do if you feel down in life?
Yeah.
Hmm. This is kalau orang-orang di Twitter tuh bilangnya same energy ya, same energy with the previous question. Hi Emil Chen. Um, when I feel down, ini kita ngomongnya duniawi dulu ya. When I feel down, what I do in life is that do whatever that can make me happy. Order KFC. I like KFC a lot. Play badminton. I like play badminton a lot. So when I feel down, for example, I have a lot of misalnya kayak issues or whatsoever in office gitu ya, karena office life is always tough gitu. Um, I try to actually go back to what can make me happy. Simple. Whatever can make you happy. If nonton Netflix can make you happy, then just nonton Netflix gitu. If minum air putih lebih banyak lagi can make you happy, just do it gitu. If taking a deep breath can make you happy, just take a deep breath gitu. So basically, I do whatsoever make me happy in terms of earthly answer. But if you want like a deeper answer to that is that I go back to the root. I go back to all the days when I felt happy gitu. When I felt happy when I got the scholarship, when I felt happy when I won the competition, when I felt happy to see my friends being happy, when I felt happy when my sisters got married, when I felt happy, a lot of happiness lah ya in life. Pastinya kalian juga punya itu. I just went to all those days and remember how we should be very grateful of everything gitu. When I felt happy when I got rejected di salah satu SMA yang aku pengen pengen sekolah di sana gitu. I was really not happy waktu itu pasti. I really cried gitu. Out of all my 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 of us gitu. Kita belajar bareng selalu untuk to actually get enrolled in this high school, in this top high school gitu. Out of 5 of them, I was actually the one yang biasanya misalnya sharing ke mereka tentang pembelajaran and everything, but I was the only one who actually got rejected. I was really sad and I cried like a baby gitu. Tapi pada akhirnya I know that this story makes a difference in my life. Akhirnya karena aku nggak masuk ke itu SMA itu, akhirnya aku pindah ke Medan. That I told you guys before. From that high school yang aku pindah itu, I got accepted in university di UI gitu. Sementara orang-orang dari SMA yang tadinya aku pengen di sana itu nggak ada yang maksudnya nggak ada yang dapat waktu itu jalurnya undangan, nggak ada yang dapat jalur undangan from the university where I studied gitu. So basically when I felt down, I came back to all those days gitu ya, whether it's sad failures, pictures, whatsoever. Tapi kayak I traced back, and then I tried to understand that everything in life has a meaning gitu. There's a meaning behind everything gitu. Yang pasti all of those things itu tuh lead to a betterment gitu, mendatangkan kebaikan buat kita semua gitu lah. So that's how I
Okay, thank you, Joe. I really love the way you answer all the questions. It's like, if you want, if drink water make you happy, just drink it. That's so fun. And then, Joe, nowadays a lot of people feel insecure. So, how you deal with it? Because sometimes, I don't know, insecure only for women or for men, but I think mostly people feel it. It's like, oh my God, I cannot do that. Oh my God, it's like, actually, I don't want to compare myself with other, but still I feel insecure. And then, something like that. So, what do you think?
Okay. I believe from 15 people who are present here, you guys are at least half of you guys know the Korean series called "It's Okay Not to Be Okay." Yeah. So I'm not talking about the series itself. I'm talking about the phrase "It's okay not to be okay," and it's okay to feel insecure for whatever it is in life. Seriously, nggak apa-apa kalau misalnya kita ngerasa khawatir atau worried about something. It's very normal. When you're not worried about something, it means you don't have any intention atau kemauan atau keseriusan akan sesuatu. So when you have insecurity, I think it's really good. It indicates that okay, you have the motivation enough to move forward. Um, Specifically to the question here, when I was studying in Leeds, there's a lot of insecurity, of course. When I was about to go to Leeds, um, even knowing that I was quite confident about my, for example, my language skill lah ya. I was quite confident about it. Tapi still, even for me, I was still a little insecure about, aduh gimana ya nanti kalau misalnya si profesornya itu ngomong very British gitu ya. Maksudnya, I watched one or two Harry Potter movies and I was like, oh, ngomong apa sih gitu ya. Okay, it's gonna be hard for me gitu karena it's going to be my daily routine to actually listen to them gitu with the birds accent whatsoever gitu. Tapi at the end of the day enggak kayak gitu. Maksudnya um, kita we tend kita itu sering kali we tend to predict, we tend to expect something way beyond apa yang sebenarnya akan terjadi gitu. So that's what create insecurity juga kan gitu. For example, kayak misalnya cewek-cewek pada mau ke pesta dan segala macam kayak gitu. Oke, apakah ini udah enough? Kayak belum enough deh. Blush on-nya kurang merah deh gitu. Oke, gua akan tambahin deh. Kayak berlebihan deh, tapi enggak deh, kayak kurang deh gitu. At the end of the day, karena insecurity kita yang berlebihan itu, dan respon kita terhadap insecurity itu mengiyakan insecurity tersebut, akhirnya yang terjadi adalah ya udah kita ke kondangan dan akhirnya kita agak menor karena kita ngerasa tadi kurang cukup and whatsoever gitu. Padahal ternyata apa yang ada di kita tadi pertama itu udah cukup gitu. So basically cara untuk menghadapi insecurity adalah cara yang pertama untuk menghadapinya adalah jalanin aja. Karena ketika kamu menjalani, terus kamu pergi ke pesta tersebut, dan orang-orang bilang kayak, ya mungkin nggak orang-orang, tapi your closest one biasanya yang paling jujur bilang kayak, siapa namanya misalnya, Jasmine misalnya. Nggak ada yang namanya Jasmine kan di sini. Dia misalnya bilang, Jasmine, kayaknya lo terlalu norak deh, soalnya terlalu ini. Akhirnya kan kita belajar dari situ, karena kita jalanin insecurity tersebut gitu. Tapi akan lebih baik lagi ketika kita pas punya insecurity, kita langsung calm down aja, calm down, take a deep breath, and then think further, kayak, oke, kira-kira blast on yang sebenarnya cukup tuh kayak gimana sih? If you wanna do a little bit research gitu, ya research aja. Kayak aku misalnya, kalau aku mau research kayak kelas-kelas apa yang ada di UK, apakah itu sangat British atau enggak aksennya, ya it's just one Google away gitu. Klik, cari, oh oke, ternyata dosennya nggak segitu Britishnya. Jadi insecurity-nya menurun. Ketika insecurity-nya menurun, respon kita terhadap insecurity tersebut itu tuh udah nggak lagi berlebihan. Nah, ketika respon kita udah nggak berlebihan, it means kita nggak cuma menjalani insecurity tersebut, tapi we actually avoid negative things yang could probably terjadi ketika kita respon berlebihan terhadap itu. Kayak tadi yang si Jasmine tadi mau ke pesta, akhirnya dia nggak pakai belasan berlebihan, pas, cantik, luar biasa. Akhirnya temennya nggak bakal bilang kamu norak gitu. Akhirnya semua mata tertuju pada dia. Terus saya tadi ketika I wanted to go to Leeds, ya udah saya akhirnya I did not spend a lot of time to actually watch Harry Potter to know how British people speak. Instead, aku udah bisa nyiapin hal lain, misalnya pergi ke supermarket beli sambal yang lebih berguna untuk kehidupan aku, misalnya ketika aku delete, jadi bisa masak and everything gitu sih. Basically itu. So insecurity jalani aja, tapi kalau bisa do your research, do your homework untuk avoid insecurity gitu.
So, Joe, do you mean we no need to think too far?
Do I mean that we don't need to think too far?
Yes, because you said before that we don't have to, like you said about late. You don't have to watch a Harry Potter movie.
Um, Iya, so basically our reaction over the thought that we have. Kayak misalnya probably besok kamu akan jadi MC gitu ya di sebuah acara yang sangat penting gitu. Pasti kamu berpikir kan, oke kira-kira siapa yang ada di situ ya? Oke, CEO dari company tersebut, and then board of management and whatsoever, and then there's gonna be a lot of journalists di sana gitu. So, oke, nah ini kan okay, if you think further, that means that okay, I think further. There's a lot of people di sana. Okay, I will do this untuk address them. I will do this untuk kayak ngebuat ice breaking or whatever. That's very important. You have to think further. Jadinya kamu lebih aman gitu ketika kamu menjalani hal tersebut. Tapi kalau misalnya reaction kamu over the thoughts, kan thoughts-nya tadi kayak, aduh gila gue stres banget karena besok ada orang-orang tersebut ini sama macam itu. Kalau reaction kamu adalah nggak mempersiapkan tadi ice breaking, nggak mempersiapkan cara untuk menyapa yang lebih baik and whatsoever, jadinya kan salah. Jadinya kayak, oh matilah gue. Akhirnya kamu misalnya nggak bisa tidur, instead kamu kayak cuman mikirin itu, tapi nggak ada actionnya gitu. Dan akhirnya besok kamu kurang tidur, jadi pas nge-MC jadinya nggak fit, yang gitu loh. So, think further is a must, tapi reaction over your insecurity itu yang paling penting. Gitu.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, you're welcome, Ernita.
Yo, thank you. So we have to think further, but we have to take care of our insecurity.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
yeah. This is a funny question. People always say that you need to sleep less to be success, more time to work. Do you also implement this method or any tips in the morning? So what do you think about it, Joe?
Okay, so this is from anonymous here. You need to sleep less to be successful. More time to work. Okay, yeah, you're right. This is a funny question. I don't think so loh sebenarnya. I'm so sorry ya if it's against your belief or perception, but you can ask Nia atau you can probably Nia lah because I've worked with Nia before. I've worked in the same company with Nia. Kayak I hate to go back late loh. Ya kecuali waktu aku kerja pertama. Tapi I hate to go back late. I hate to work more. I hate to work over the weekend. I really hate. Why? Karena as I told you before guys tadi kayak ada tadi pertanyaan, how do you cope up with stress and kayak how to deal with failures and everything. For me, it's to enjoy yourself. Jadi kayak you have to actually work smart rather than work hard. Right? That's the answer for the first part of your question. So I don't agree. If people who are willing to become successful need to actually sleep less. No, you should sleep more lah, so that you can be healthier, at least 8 hours a day. But yeah, so I don't implement that method. Any tips in the morning? I don't know. This is very apa ya, up to your personal preference aja sih sebenarnya. For me, yeah, it's a very useful thing. I drink water and then I say my gratitude to God, and then sometimes I call my mom because we live in different city, and then yeah, stretch out a bit, and that's it. Warm up a bit, and that's it. Gitu. And then start the day. So yeah.
Okay, that's the answer of Jojo, guys. So anybody want to ask? You can ask in bahasa if you want. Or okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to ask you. Okay. Oh, Joe. Based on your past, I mean, it's like how you can change. I think it's not easy, right, to change what you believe and then about something new. How your mind can accept it about something new when you was in Medan and when you moved to Jakarta.
Okay. You are asking about how I adapt in new places and in new environment, gitu ya, Nik?
Yep, and then about how you can. I think everything is different, and then how you can accept it. I mean, from your mindset perspective too.
Okay. it's great that you mentioned the word mindset and perspective. Basically, for me, um, if you want to be successful, yeah, if you want to step higher than where you are at the moment, one thing that you should have is that an open mind, gitu. An open mind in a way you have to be ready to any changes, gitu. You have to be ready to any changes, gitu. Um, Open mind itu kayak misalnya um, when I was in Indo, pendidikannya itu ini contoh aja ya, G education di UI misalnya, dan di kebanyakan universitas di Indonesia di kampus-kampus kalian juga aku yakin bahwa is very theoretical, ya nggak sih? Kayak tesis atau skripsinya kita itu, aduh, dalam kurung apa, Sujatmoko 1992 gitu-gitu kan banyak banget ya. Kayak we need to actually put a lot of theoretical proofs to our writing gitu, instead of,
Yeah.
iya kan, instead of trying to actually build up our own opinion or perspective about something gitu. Nah, when I moved to the UK, my first essay was marked berapa ya? Ini baru kali ini loh aku open tentang nilaiku di kayak di UI itu misalnya my GPA was always oke lah gitu kan, kayak oke lah gitu, happy lah dengan GPA-nya. Tapi tiba-tiba waktu essay pertama di UK di Leeds itu aku dapatnya nilainya B kalau nggak salah. Pokoknya di bawah 70 karena A itu 70 ke atas kan. Dan di sana nilai itu nggak generous gitu, nggak mudah. So I got below 70, I forgot 60 berapa, tapi B lah. And I was like, damn it gitu. I worked so hard and then I put a lot of like references within the writing that I submitted, but then I got B gitu. I hate it so much gitu. And then I talked to my British friend gitu ya, bahwa ternyata di sana education systemnya itu ada requires you to be very critical and analytical gitu, instead of being very um, bookworm atau kayak orang-orang yang punya references banyak banget. It is important to actually have reference. It is gitu. Tapi instead of having 10 references dan you put all the 10 references in one or two pages of writing gitu. Kan one of two sebenarnya pendek ya. And then di Indonesia kalau kita pakai 10 references, waduh gila, nilainya pasti 90 ke atas gitu. Tapi di sana ternyata enggak gitu. So that's one of the changes yang waktu itu I have to face. If I am not open-minded, if I am not as legowo as I was mungkin kemarin itu, akhirnya what happened adalah ya udah I would have another 60 nilainya gitu. Akhirnya ya. So basically for me, untuk menghadapi hal-hal baru whatsoever gitu, intinya cuma satu sih, paling gampang open-minded. And then just follow gitu. There will be a lot of there will be a lot of challenges yang akan kita hadapi when we are about to face the new things. Kayak misalnya sekarang aku tadinya dari marketing di my company, tiba-tiba the management asked me to actually be dedicated for customer experience, which is more of research gitu. Dari yang tadinya a lot of kata-kata dan gambar, terus sekarang a lot of angka. I don't know if Nia knows, tapi I hate angka so much gitu kan. Tiba-tiba kayak sekarang I need to actually work di Excel gitu. Tadinya PPT, Word gitu-gitu ya. Sekarang di Excel gitu pakai all those formulas, lookup whatsoever. I hate it so much. Tapi my way to actually face it adalah satu, hadapi aja. Yang kedua ya udah, I need to learn even more gitu. For me, nggak pernah salah untuk expanding your knowledge gitu. So basically kalau nggak, just be open about it and know one thing. Every change is happen to prepare you to become better gitu.
So okay, Joe, and then
Okay.
follow up from my question. Karman asking, then how to be open-minded person because sometimes I feel uneasy to other people. So what's your opinion, Joe?
How to become open-minded person? Read more. research more, talk to people more, then you will understand gitu. Kayak if you kalau kamu misalnya melakukan, if you are doing something for a long long time and then you are asked to do another thing that is very different with the one that you've been doing so far, kayak naturally sebenarnya you will ignore to actually move gitu. Tapi when you try to talk to that to you know to people yang udah ngelakuin hal yang baru yang akan kamu lakuin itu, you will understand that oh nggak ada salahnya sih. Oh iya ya, ternyata kalau misalnya kamu ngelakuin hal yang baru itu ada impact yang seperti ini yang sebenarnya kamu belum pernah dapat ketika kamu ngelakuin hal yang biasa yang kamu lakukan gitu. So seperti judulnya open mind is about mindset aja sebenarnya. How to be open mind ya change your mindset gitu. Never ever menjadikan hal-hal yang baru itu sebagai challenges. Instead jadikan hal-hal yang baru itu atau possibility untuk hal-hal yang baru itu sebagai things that can actually equip you for a better person, for a better individuals gitu. Sorry agak abstrak sebenarnya, tapi kayak ini tuh hal yang harus sebenarnya dilakukan. How to be open-minded ya, you have to do it gitu.
So we just have to do it. So Karman, even if you are introvert, I think just to do it, like Jojo said just now.
Oh iya, when you're introvert and then you have to do it, yang tadi aku bilang sih, paling gampang sekarang, you should be grateful karena sekarang tuh we are open to, we are exposed to like all the resources, kayak is in just one click kan, gitu. Udah, kalau kamu malas ngomong sama orang, ya udah cari aja di internet, gitu. Di mana-mana selalu ada, gitu. Tapi lebih bagus lagi when you actually talk to people, gitu. Karena jadinya rilis kan.
So, what is that? Sorry, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is 2016, guys. So I think if you want to ask maybe one question, the last one. Anybody want to ask?
Okay, maybe me.
Okay, go.
Okay, maybe me. Hello, Joe.
Halo.
I'm so glad with you. I'm very interested with your communication with English. Thank you. You are very inspiring. So I have question to you. How to build your high attitude? I think you is very high attitude maybe. And then have you speak English every day and make your habit in every day? Okay, I think enough. Thank you.
Okay.
God bless you.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, thank you so much. I forgot to ask your name because it's written by HQ. So.
Okay, my name is Emil Chan. I'm sorry.
Oh, so you're Emil Chan. Okay, Emil Chan. Hi.
Yes, this is my brother. Ini HP adik saya. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you have two questions. The first one is that, okay, about the English ability, yeah, because specifically, karena this is what I know, this is an English community. For me, speaking in English or mastering English in general, for me as an individual, is not a privilege gitu. I'm not. It's not a taken for granted thing as well either gitu. Karena back when I started learning English itu juga di sekolah doang gitu, dan itu kelas 3 or 4 SD juga. Jadi nothing fancy about it. When I started, I was just as ya udah biasa aja gitu. Cuman it just happened that out of all of the subjects in school waktu itu, I like all the subject yang berhubungan dengan IPS dan bahasa. So bahasa dan bahasa Inggris salah satunya aku suka. do I speak English every day? I think ya, karena in my office there are some expats juga yang kita harus ngomong bahasa Inggris with, dan all the professional communication juga kita harus pakai bahasa Inggris, itu sih sebenarnya. So just a recommendation to each and every one of you guys, which I believe you guys speak English very well juga sebenarnya. Cuman if you are struggling with mastering all the other aspects of English, kan ada writing, listening, speaking. Uh, Please just exercise aja even more gitu. Dan paling penting yang pertama adalah love it gitu. When you loved it, believe me, it's gampang lah gitu. If you met me back when I was in college juga, atau back when I was in senior high school, okay, I won like speech competition whatsoever, tapi I wasn't as good as today gitu. And today I believe it's not the perfect one as well, so I will be even better tomorrow, and even next when we meet gitu. So basically just practice. And then the second question, I'm so sorry, I forgot the second question. It's attitude, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yes, yes.
yeah, so you were asking how do I get this attitude? Not really. Okay, just to conclude, I think attitude is one element of character. Yeah, when you have a good attitude, when you have um, a good manner, a good way of speaking, a good way of reacting upon anything in life, uh, those are the elements of character gitu. And when you have a good character, believe me or not, it's even more important than GPA, is even more important than your track record in professionals gitu. Karena some people choose to work with people who have good character instead of who have high level of intellectual gitu. And that happens a lot. And I saw banyak banyak teman-teman yang very highly intellectual, tapi at the end of the day yang dipilih adalah orang yang sebenarnya karakternya bagus. um, Character is built, character is earned. We were not born with great character. Jadi I don't know really to answer this, but for me what is important is that the skill of observing gitu. Kayak kita kan nggak pernah sempurna ya. Kayak kita nggak terlahir sempurna, tapi kita juga nggak pernah sempurna walaupun kita udah mencoba menyempurnakan apa yang ada di diri kita. Cuman yang paling penting adalah observing. Kayak you observe kira-kira what is okay in your life. Kayak SWOT aja sih sebenarnya, strength weakness-nya. You analyze your weakness and you analyze your strength. Your strength keep it gitu, and then improve it. Tapi your weakness kayak jot it down, list it down gitu. For example, you have 5 weaknesses gitu. Satu misalnya high tempered, yang kedua misalnya tidak tepat waktu whatsoever gitu. And then observe sebenarnya the ideal prepositionnya untuk orang yang tempernya bagus itu seperti apa. Oh, ketika misalnya seseorang lagi di call, di meeting, harusnya yang kita lakukan adalah tarik nafas dalam 1, 2, 3, and then ngomongnya instead of ngomong, kan saya sudah bilang kemarin gini, instead of ngomongnya kayak gitu, ternyata ngomongnya kayak, oke Pak, iya nanti saya coba cek lagi ya, gitu. Jadi kayak, it's very important for you to actually observe within, yang diri kamu seperti apa, knowing what is lacking from yourself, and then observe what is lacking from yourself, yang idealnya itu seperti apa dari orang-orang lain, dari sekitar. So that's how you can actually build a better character. Karena once again, character is not given secara cuma-cuma, tapi it's built and earned gitu. You have to actually polish, mengasah itu day by day gitu. And you're only the one who can do it gitu. Karena you are the one who know yourself better than anyone else. And if you have the willingness to say yes, I want to become a better person. I want to become a lower tempered kind of person, a more functional person. Ya udah, you are going to be orang-orang tersebut. You will have that character gitu. So yeah, best of luck, and I hope you have a better character and attitude later on.
Yeah, hello Emil Chan. That's Jojo's opinion. So Joe, I already said that's the last question, but we have one. Do you want to answer it or not?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so this is from Parman. And then my another question is, what should we do if we get down in the middle? Because sometimes I start something which very spiritual, but get down in the middle. The reason is I am person that get bored easily. Yeah. How?
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's the question, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I can actually read it here. Um, what would happen if you get bored? What would happen if you get down get down when you are about to reach your goal, and then you're getting bored easily? Hmm. I think the answer to your question is that discipline sih sebenarnya, Parman. Um, discipline has other elements sebenarnya. Discipline biasanya orang tuh bisa disiplin when they have the motivation gitu. For example, orang tuh disiplin ini I'm getting into like real example ya. Orang itu akan disiplin untuk menabung atau disiplin untuk kerja karena they have the motivation. For example, they have cicilan, mereka cicil rumah misalnya. Makanya mereka disiplin untuk cari tambahan lain atau kerja yang benar untuk dapatin gaji yang tetap segala macam untuk bisa bayar si cicilan tersebut. So you have to set your motivation right gitu. What is your motivation really in terms of achieving your goal gitu. Kayak yang tadi contoh itu adalah motivationnya, oke, gue mau ngelunasi rumah yang gue udah cicil dari awal. So I will keep my focus and my goal for straight that I want to do this right gitu. I want to finish this gitu. Kalau misalnya kamu udah punya itu, basically sebenarnya kamu nggak akan bored. Ya pasti akan ada momen-momen di mana kamu bored atau down. Tapi mengingat itu adalah kewajiban, ya udah kayak kewajiban dan kamu harus disiplin dan udah kamu akan ngelakuin itu gitu sih. So itu kalau misalnya hal-hal yang terkait ada konsekuensinya lah ya when you're not doing it, because when you're not paying your mortgage dan bakal gawat, you will have the interest, you will have to pay another thing and another thing gitu kan. Tapi if you're asking me about what ya Jo, gimana kalau misalnya hal lain, misalnya I've been dreaming of pursuing my master's degree, tapi sampai sekarang tuh belum gue lakuin karena gue malas aja gitu, karena gue di tengah-tengah ya malas aja atau gue apa segala macam gitu. One thing sih for sure is that it's only you, the person who is responsible of your life gitu. So if you value your life seriously, then you will not face any of this problem gitu aja sih gitu. When you face this problem, there's a lot of things yang you can actually do untuk get back to the track. Tapi yang paling penting yang pertama dulu, kayak you value yourself nggak, you value your goal nggak gitu. It means that we must place our mind in kepepet. Nggak lebih kepepetnya sih sebenarnya, tapi kayak value yourself, kayak our life kan itu is a grace kan, is a grace, is a blessing from God gitu. We have yang tadi paper tadi kan, kita sebagai buku kan itu dikasih sama Tuhan. Terus kalau misalnya kita nggak disiplin enough untuk, nggak motivated enough untuk mengisi buku tersebut yang kosong menjadi terisi, ya udah, kita nanti at the end of the day ketika memang Tuhan sudah memanggil kita akan menjadi buku yang cuman sepertiga berisi atau setengah berisi, nggak penuh terisinya gitu. So, do you want to be that book yang memang tidak terisi secara penuh? I bet kita semua nggak mau kan. Nah, ketika kita nggak semua mau, ya udah, just be disciplined of it gitu. Cuman kamu yang punya responsibility dan control over yourself, over your life gitu. If you understand it, then I believe this question is not going to appear later when we meet again gitu. So you will understand that, okay, I shouldn't be that person gitu. I should be the person yang owning my life gitu. So you should own your life.
Yes, so Parman, that's what you just said. And then I think our time is up, guys, because if you want to ask more to Jojo, I think you can add Jojo's Instagram maybe. Is it okay, Jo?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I will share Jojo's Instagram in our channel. So I will make conclusion of it. Insecurity is ordinary. Every change prepare you to become better. Talk more, read more, and push yourself. You will learn and move. You can achieve the dreams. Prepare yourself. Storytelling is not story to tell, but building your story. Be motivated enough and be disciplined enough. So Joe, thank you so much. We are so lucky here to have you. And then, okay, maybe you can. Oh, guys, before Jojo and it, let's say thank you to Jojo. You can unmute your speaker. Come on.
Thank you, Kak Jo.
Thank you, Kak.
Thank you, Kak. Thank you, Jojo.
Thank you, Jo.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, Joe, please give us your, I mean, your last quote of the day maybe, or your quote that already you said, yeah, something like that.
Um. Yeah. Um. Thank you for the opportunity, Nia, and all the other pengurus of A1. You guys are amazing. Thank you for for keeping up with me for the last 1.5 hours. I appreciate it so much. If you have any questions, just drop it to either to Nia or drop it directly to me. I'm very happy to meet you guys. And yeah, just be grateful. Just be hopeful. I believe everything is going to be well. Semangat semuanya. You own your own life, so create the story that you want to. Ya udah, itu aja. Smart.
Yeah, semangat. Thank you, Joe. Oh yeah, Joe. By the way, actually I record it. Maybe I can share it to other. Is it okay for you?
Oh, that's totally fine. That's totally fine.
Okay. Oh, from Jack. Okay. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you. This is our first webinar from A1. I'm so sorry if we made a lot of mistake. And then thank you so much. And Jojo, thank you so much. I'm so happy to meet you here. Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
So Jojo already left. So guys, you can left, or I will share Jojo's Instagram, okay, in channel. Bye. Emil John.
Yeah.
Annyeong.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I open my video. Where are you?
Okay, okay.
Let me see you. Hai. Kamu lagi
How
apa?
are you today? Nia John
I'm so
with
grateful.
my brother.
Kamu harus sering-sering ikutan webinar kayak gini biar otakmu ternutrisi dengan baik ya.
Biar kita bisa ribah pakai English. So I